Hi everyone, and welcome to my live creative time today. My name's Mandy Witherby from Mandy's Papercraft Creations, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. It is great to be back again for another week of creativity. So feel free to craft along with me or sit back and relax. If you're watching live, you will see so I'm live here on Facebook. You'll see the red live button up in the top left hand corner. If you don't see that, then you'll know that you're watching the replay. So thank you to all the wonderful replay warriors. I really appreciate you coming back and watching. And of course, I will share this over to my YouTube channel later on as well. So thank you if you are watching over there too. If you're watching either on Facebook or on YouTube, please feel free to follow my page here on, well, I think it's called like now. I think they've changed it from follow to like over on Facebook, and over on YouTube, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. You'll see the subscribe button down the bottom on the right hand side below this video, and then you'll see a little bell icon there as well. You can click on that bell and choose how you'd like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and then you'll be sure never to miss out on anything. Alrighty, so before we get going, I'm just going to bring this live up on my other devices so that I can see all of your comments there. So bear with me, and we'll just get that all set up. Just need to bring that a bit forward. There we go. Refresh that screen. Oh, it's taking a moment. It's having a little moment. There we go. Okay. Found it there. Okay, and I'll bring it up here on my iPad. So I always like to have two devices running because I've been finding lately, I don't know if it's since the last updates or what it was, but over on my computer, it could be the browser as well, over on my computer often the comments, like I lose the whole screen while I'm watching back a Facebook Live, which is really annoying. But thankfully I have my iPad as a backup, so I've got it all happening. Alrighty. Okay, now let's just see, why is that? That's interesting. Oh, okay, gotcha. Right. All right, it's all right, something new on the screen. Things are always changing in Facebook, so it's hard to keep up. Okay, so as you're jumping on, say hi, let me know that you're here. Feel free to chat with me. I love to have a bit of a chat with my lovely friends and followers. So feel free to have a chat with me. Let me know what you got up to on the weekend. Did you get some crafting done? Did you do anything special or exciting, or did you just have a nice relaxing weekend? Let me know in the comments. Hey Jenny, how you going? Oh, you love my earrings. Thank you so much. One of my beautiful team members made those for me, and I really love them. They're little crocheted granny squares, and I've got a few pairs of them, and I've got some circle ones as well. But thank you so much. Yes, I'm not a crocheter or a knitter myself. My mum was, but I never really learnt properly how to do those things. So now I rely on friends to knit and crochet for me. Yeah, so these are just a little bit fun. And yeah, I'm getting into dangle earrings lately. I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know, midlife crisis? No. No, it's certainly not that. It's just, yeah, I don't know. Just something that I'm enjoying at the moment. Okay, so what did you get up to on the weekend, Jenny? Let me know in the comments. On Saturday, you may have seen my post over the weekend, or actually yesterday I posted it, if you follow my business page. So yesterday I posted about my class that had been the previous day. On Saturday I had a kit together, so it was a creative Christmas kit together, and we had so I had some ladies come over, and they were able to choose between two different Christmas kits. So we had the rustic Christmas countdown kit, which is our advent calendar this year, or they had the everywhere Christmas card kit. And so we had some doing both. I was able to craft along as well, which is great. I was up and down because I was helping the ladies as well and getting things for them and tending to them and things like that. But it's very rare that when I have a class that I actually get to craft along too. I'm usually assisting everybody else, but because it was a kit together and we were using the kits, and I'd already created some samples, so I kind of already knew which way to go, and I was able to use those samples to show the ladies what the finished project was going to look like, even though they had the instructions in the kit. Sometimes it's good to see an actual visual, like a physical finished product or project. And so it made it possible for me to sit down and craft with them, which was really lovely. We had such a fantastic afternoon together. We had a little pause in between for some afternoon tea and a cup of tea, of course, and some drank coffee. But yeah, it was just a really, really lovely afternoon. And I was able to complete well, I'd already done a few because I had some on display, but I was able to complete my rustic Christmas countdown kit, which was super awesome. So now I've got that ready for the 1st of December, all ready for my Advent. So super exciting. So now I have to buy some special little treaties to put in them. I might share those in the next couple of weeks. I am going to be running another one of those, well, I am planning to run another one of those next month in November. So if you are interested in that, be sure to send me a message so that when I have the class ready to advertise, I can message you and let you know that it's time to register. So, all right, now let me just catch up on comments. Jenny said, oh, we had big thunderstorm on Saturday night and your dogs were very frightened. Oh, poor puppies. It's awful when they get frightened with storms, isn't it? You made some Christmas cards on Saturday. I did see some of those photos. They looked beautiful, Jenny. That's so exciting. You got some Christmas card making done on the weekend. That's totally awesome. Robin, hi Robin, how you going? Great to have you here. So Robin joined us on Saturday and she was using the, she was creating with the Christmas Everywhere card kit. Everywhere Christmas, Christmas Everywhere. Which way is it now? You'll have to correct me, Robin. I've gone blank. Christmas Everywhere. I think it's Christmas Everywhere card kit. Yes, I think that's right. And we had some alternative projects designed as well, and we had them on display with the kit projects also, and Robin was creating with that one, and Robin said she's finished them all now, and she got 15 cards in total from that card kit with just adding a little bit of extra card stock. We were able to create 15 cards in total. Great job, Robin. You got them all done. Well done. That was lots of fun. Hey, Brenton, how you going? Great to have you here. So we're following on with the Christmas theme today. Yes, everywhere. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Robin. So we're following on with the Christmas theme today, and I am going to be creating a scrapbooking layout for you today. So I hope you will enjoy that, and remember too that any scrapbooking layout, you can always shrink it down to turn it into a card layout, and the same the other way around. So you can take a card layout and you can expand it to a scrapbooking layout. So I'm using a similar layout to what I've done previously with my cards, and turning it into a scrapbooking layout today. And it's to do with Christmas and Christmas lights, so hang in there. I'm going to tell you about that and show you about that in a moment. But before we get on to that, hey Bex, how you going? Oh yes, Bex said Christmas everywhere. Thank you. I keep getting it mixed up. I keep switching the two words around. Christmas everywhere. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So if you're looking for that kit, it's the Christmas Everywhere card kit. Hey Fee, how you going? Great to have you here. Robin says she also used the envelopes inside as Amber did on some of the samples. Yes, because Amber had made some of those samples. So we had used one of the envelopes from the Christmas Everywhere card kit and used that, cut that up and used some of the inside patterned side for some of those card layouts as well, to add sort of like DSP. So yeah, so that's always a great thing you can do with your card kits as well. If they've got those decorative envelopes or printed inside envelopes, you can cut them up and use those as designer series paper as well. So yeah, so that's cool. Looking forward to my demo. Oh, thank you, Fee. I hope that I won't disappoint. I hope you'll enjoy it. So I've got a basic outline ready to go, and there's just a few little things that I need to tweak as we go. So we'll play with those as we go. But before we jump in, let me just tell you, yeah, so if anybody has any questions about the Christmas Everywhere card kit, about the Rustic Christmas Countdown kit, which is the Advent Calendar one, or my November kit together that I'll be holding, please feel free to ask here in the comments or send me a message. If you're interested in attending next month, it would be best to send me a message, because I might miss the comments here in the live, and I would feel terrible if you wanted to know about it and I hadn't contacted you because I missed your comment. So yeah, be sure to message me. All right, now first of all, let me tell you about the amazing special that Stampin' Up has got on at the moment. You've probably seen this, it's been all over Facebook. So at the moment, Stampin' Up has this amazing starter kit offer to celebrate their 35th anniversary. Yes, Stampin' Up has been around for 35 years. Now, how many companies have been around for 35 years? Not very many, I would say, especially stamping, crafting companies. So they are a very highly reputable company. But yes, they have a special at the moment where you can choose your own adventure. So if you purchase the starter kit, or when you purchase the starter kit, you can choose either to have 35% off the regular price that you would pay for the starter kit. So I've got my notes here so I don't steer you wrong. You still get to choose $235 worth of product, but you will only pay $109.85. That's in Australian dollars. So every currency will be different, of course. So that's Australian dollars. So that's amazing value. That's $148.25 worth of free product. So you're more than doubling. Oh, sorry. That was the wrong line. So it's $125.15 of free product. Get my maths correct. So you're getting more than double. So you're paying $109.85. You get to choose up to $235 worth of product. So you are getting $125.15 worth of free product. So you're getting more than double of what you paid in free product. So why would you pay full price when you can get so much for free? Just saying. The second option is you can choose to get 35% more in your more product in your starter kit. So you pay the regular price of $169 and you get to choose $317.25. And this one you get $148.25 worth of product for free. So lots of numbers and facts and figures, I know. If you feel confused, or it sounds confusing to you, but it's something that you think, wow, that sounds like great value, but I can't get my head around the figures, please get in contact with me and let me know. I'll be happy to go through it again with you and explain it more clearly. And I can send you a printed copy as well of what I've got in front of me to help you understand it. Now, not only that, but if you join during this promotion, which goes until the end of October, you get to attend for free to our demonstrator only Stampin' Up event, which is called On Stage. That's coming up in November. It's a virtual event this time, so you can join in from wherever you are. It's going to be on the 11th of November, but if you're not free on that day, you will have the opportunity of watching the replay. So that is valued at $123. I had to pay $123 to attend, and current demonstrators, if they wanted to attend, they had to pay $123. But if you join now, you can get that for free and you can come along and join us for free. Now with my team, we will have a chat group going throughout the event, and then we usually Zoom together at lunchtime and share our lunch together and share the excitement of what we've seen so far. And then we often will Zoom again afterwards and then all have a little powwow afterwards and continue the excitement and share what we liked, what we loved, what we're excited about for those who would like to join in. So even though it's a virtual event online, we do try and interact throughout the, or we do interact throughout the event, so it's super fun. So we would love to have you come and join us. So if you would like more information about joining my team, please let me know. And of course, once you join, you get an ongoing 20% discount as well. I should mention that. You can build that up to 25% over time if you choose to. Otherwise, you will definitely get minimum 20% discount on all of your Stampin' Up! Products. So that is amazing, special. Plus you would become part of our beautiful team and join in all the fun of our team. And if you would like more information on that, please let me know. I'd love to give you all the information and the ins and outs of what we do in our team and what you can expect. All right, yes, it is a great deal, Fee. You are correct. Yes, it is a great time. It's always a great time to join Stampin' Up!, but especially at the moment because there's so much added value. So if you would like more information, please let me know and I'd love to give that information to you. All right, I'll pop that over there. Okie dokie. Now, have we got any other questions? No, we're all good. All right. Now, the other thing that I wanted to let you know is we currently have the mini catalogue, which most of you probably know. It started at the beginning of September. So we're 2 months in now to having the new mini catalogue. Plus we've got the big annual catalogue, of course, which goes for the entire year. Now this one goes until the beginning of January, but of course there's a lot of Christmas products in here, and now is the time to start getting onto all those Christmas projects if you haven't already started. So there's some seasonal products in here as well as the Christmas products, and there's Halloween themed products as well if you celebrate Halloween. But yeah, now is a great time to grab these. So if you haven't yet got one of these catalogs, please let me know and I'd love to send one out to you if you don't already have a demonstrator here in Australia. But we're going to be playing with some of the products from there today. And we're going to be playing with some of the products that are coming up in my next class, which is my Merry, Bold and Bright card class. Now, today we're not going to be creating any of the projects from this actual class, but we're using the same products to create a scrapbooking layout. And I have a story to share with you and some photos of, well, I won't give it away just yet, but hang in there and you'll learn about that. So registration closes tomorrow for this one. I'll pop the link now in the comments, and then it'll also be in the description of this video when I upload that. But as part of this class, we're using the Merry, Bold and Bright suite, as you can see. You're going to get half a pack of Merry, Bold and Bright Designer Series paper. You'll get 2 pieces of cut down to 6 by 6 inches of the Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green foil sheets, which I'll show you in a moment because we're going to use some of them today. You'll get half a spool of the white iridescent ribbon, half a pack of iridescent adhesive back discs. The shipping from Stampin' Up! Is covered. All the project kits that I create for you, they'll all be included as well, and you'll get a PDF tutorial. Now this class is a class to go, so I will send you all of the products and the kits for the classes. I'll send them all to you, and then you'll create those in your own time, in your own home, at your own pace, with the PDF tutorial. And I'm always here to answer any questions if you get stuck with anything or if you need help. So that's how my monthly classes work. So that one is not an in-person one. That one is a kit to go, or a class to go, I should say. So let me grab that link and I'll put it in the comments right now so you can check out the registration form and all of the details, the pricing. There's 2 options there as well. So if you are overseas, oh, balloons just went up. Why did the balloons go up? Is that because I went like that? Oh my goodness, did you see that? How cool is that? That must be something new. I've never seen that before. How funny. So there you go. If you're filming a live and you want to see balloons, just go like that. There they go again. How fun. Oh, there you go. And they're in similar colors to what we'll be using today. Yes, so what I was saying is there are 2 options for the class. So if you are overseas, then there is an option for you as well. So let me pull up. Okay, so here is my Merry Bold and Bright class link. Just grab that and I'll pop that in the comments. Now, as I said, if you miss it in the comments, I will put it in the description of the video, both on Facebook and on YouTube. I just haven't popped it there yet. There we go. All right. So that's there for you. Now, I will pop my my Linktree link there as well, because that's got all of my links. So if you want to go to my blog, if you want to register for my newsletter, or sorry, sign up for my newsletter, if you want to find my Facebook page, you're not sure how to find it, if you're on YouTube and vice versa, all of my links are there. So I'll grab that link and I'll put that up for you as well. There it is there. And then you can find everything that you need to do, that you need to find. Find all my links here. Copy that. There we go. All right. Now, at the moment, the class link is actually in that one as well. So there's 2 ways you can find it. I won't do the wiggly fingers again because we'll get more balloons. I'll have to test out and see what else there is. There was something the other day I was doing thumbs up and it came up with thumbs up or something. There you go. Look, we've got a little thumbs up bubble in the corner. I don't know what else it does. Yeah, I'm yet to discover, but we'll find out as time goes on. Anyway, so that's about my class. So be sure to check that out. Alrighty, let's tip the camera down and get started. And I can share with you what we're going to be creating today. Feel free to chat with me. Oh, hey Rose, how are you? No worries. I've just been telling all the ladies about my lovely weekend kit together and just about what's coming up and my class that's closing tomorrow. And we're just about to get started with the crafting, so you haven't missed anything too much yet. If you want to see the other stuff, you can always go back and replay. Hey Sue, how are you? Lovely to have you here. I just saw that you had jumped on. And Dimity's here too. Hey Dimity, how are you? I hope you're feeling better, Dimity. I know that you haven't been well. All right, so let me cover up the camera. I'll tip it down onto the desk and we will get started. Bear with me, here we go. All righty, flippity flip. Now we might need to be zoomed out a little bit more today because we're doing scrapbooking. We're going to need a larger area. I'll just do this up really tightly. And I might have to readjust this. So we'll start off here. Okay, we'll start off here. We'll see how things are looking. And then if I need to readjust, I can readjust. Alrighty. Just might grab a little bit of blue tack to put underneath the corner of my grid paper so it doesn't slide around. Although I may need a little bit of grid paper because we're going to do a little bit of stamping today too. So I got on Friday, but I only just opened it yesterday, a new iPad holder. I don't know if you might have heard me say before that my iPad kept falling down and I had to secure it with elastic bands to get it to stay up. Hang on, this is a bit crooked, I think. Anyway, I finally got a new holder that goes onto my my mount, my Archon mount that I use for filming, and it stays put now, so it's so good. It was a little bit hard to put it together last night, but I got it in the end, and yeah, so now we're all good. All right, Now, it probably looks like we're a little bit far away from the camera, but because we're going to be working with 12 by 12, we'll see how that looks. Alrighty, so let's have a quick little look. So this is our September to December 2023 mini catalog. Mine's looking a little bit worse for wear because I'm in and out of this all the time. We are playing with the Merry, Bold and Bright suite on pages 8 and 9, and then it goes over the, oh no, it doesn't go over the page, this one. Everything's on this page. Yes, just checking. Pages 8 and 9 of the mini catalog. And we're going to be playing with all of the products today from this suite. So in this suite, you can purchase the products individually if you like, but of course, if you want the stamp set, you're going to want the coordinating dies because they are adorable and they coordinate so beautifully together. So when you order them together as a bundle, you will save 10%. So remember that. But if you want everything in the suite, we've got ribbon, we've got bling, we've got foil sheets, we've got the designer series paper, and then of course the stamps and the dies. You can just use one code to get all of those products, and you'll find that code over here to use to purchase the entire suite collection. You can just use one code and they will send you everything. So I thought I would mention that. But I love these samples in here too. They're really, really cute. So last week I created this card in my Facebook Live. So those of you that were with me last week, you will have seen that one. I also created as an additional sample this one here using the light string, the light string as streamers and some of the embellishments as confetti. And then I created this one as another sample as well, using the sentiments to create a Christmas tree. So there's a few ideas. Now these ones are not cards from the class. Hang on one sec. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So let me just do that. I can do that from my watch now, which is very helpful. These are not cards that are from the actual class, but these are additional projects that you could create if you joined in our class, because you would have enough product to then go on and create these. All right, so moving on from there, we are going to create a scrapbooking layout today. So let me show you the products up close again. There's our stamp set, which is a photopolymer stamp set. So it's the clear stamps. I've already taken some out ready to use. You'll see I used this one quite a bit last time. It's got a little bit of staining on it, but that's okay. It still works perfectly fine. Got some great sentiments there, and I love that these are individual. You can cut them up and use them individually. You can mix and match, which is great. And then you've got a few extra little cursive sentiments as well. Got a little topper for our lights, 2 different designs of lights, 2 sizes of the filaments, a little light burst, and a cute little star as well. And then you've got the string to put the lights on. So these are just shown at 85% size on the cover. The stamps themselves are actually a bit larger than that. Okay. Then we've got our dies. So our dies will cut out the 2 stamps, the 2 lights, as well as the topper and the star. And then you've got additional filament dies, little light rays. You've got 2 of those. And then you've got this additional little topper, which is the one that I used last week, which is this one here. It just has some little embossed detail in it, which just gives a little bit more detail to your light topper. I don't know what the top part of your light is called, the top part of your globe. I don't know, but anyway. And then you've got these strings of lights as well, and these individual strings. Now I cut some of these individual strings because I was maybe going to use them today, but then I changed my mind and I'm actually going to be stamping them today. But you've got two different ones there. And if you're doing a scrapbooking layout, then you might like to join 2 of them together. I measured them, they're just under 15 centimeters. So if you cut 2 of them and then joined them up, you can go right across your scrapbooking layout. Of course, you need to adhere them with fine tip glue pen, or put some of the adhesive sheets on your cardstock first and then cut them out, and then you can peel the backing off the adhesive sheet and you'll have a sticker. So then they'll just adhere really easily. I forgot to do that when I was die cutting these today because I was just playing around. So there you go. Then we've got the, I'll show you the bling and the ribbon first before we move on. So this is the white iridescent ribbon. Yes, white iridescent ribbon. It's 1.3 centimeters wide. This is really, really pretty. We're going to use some of that today. And then we've got the iridescent adhesive back discs. These are really cute. I'll pull them out on the white backing so that you can see them a bit better. Now, it's a little, oh, I think you're getting the shine there with the lights. These are really fun. So you've got them in the 5 different colors there. And they're really, really beautiful. They're a great size too. If I show you next to my pinky nail, you can sort of see the size. They're not too big. They're smaller than a traditional sequin, and they don't have the faceting like a sequin. They're very yeah, they're completely flat. So I really love those. We'll use some of those today too. And then of course we've got the DSP. So I've pulled out some, oh, we've got the foil sheets as well. I'll show you those. I won't take them out of the packet because they are very reflective. As you can see, they're already really reflective. Hello. So we've got Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green, and we're going to be using a little bit of the Granny Apple Green today. I haven't used any of the Melon Mambo yet, but I'll have to find a use for that. And then the beautiful Designer Series paper. So this is the Merry Bold and Bright Designer Series paper. And I love this one. So this is the globe that we're going to be using today. Last week I used this one, the rounded sort of one. And today we're going to be using this one, the longer one, because we're going to be scrapbooking some of our Christmas light display. And these are more the shape of the lights in our Christmas lights that we have at home rather than this style. So that's why I've chosen that one. So we've got these gorgeous papers, and these are very versatile papers because you can use these for other things. You might love very traditional Christmas cards or Christmas layouts or whatever. So this might not be what you want to use. You might want to use this for a birthday or some sort of other card or celebratory card. This one would be great for masculine cards or other types, any types of cards really. We've got the beautiful Christmas lights, but of course you can use them as for other celebrations as well. Beautiful big polka dots. We have got some Christmas trees, so it's more sort of Christmas specific, Christmas themed. Some great coloured stripes there, which you can use for anything. Here we've got the rounded bulbs. They're just so fun, and yeah, they're just really, really fun, aren't they, these ones? I see a lot of these up in people's backyards if they've got like an alfresco or what do you call it? What was it we had at the old house? Not an awning. What do you call it? Oh, I can't think of it. Yeah, anyway, people often have them strung up, you know, out the back for when they have celebrations and things. So there's a really nice, bright, fun one. This one has got little Christmas trees, or they could be party hats because there's little stars on the top that could be like a little pom-pom on the top of the hat. You could use them as party hats. And some great fun coloured dots there as well, polka dots. So what we're going to be using today, I was thinking I was going to use this one, but then I changed my mind, and this is what we're going to be using today. So I have got, did you know that Stampin' Up sells 12 by 12 cardstock for scrapbooking? So I have purchased a pack of the basic white 12 by 12 cardstock. It also comes in very vanilla. And then you can get packs of assorted colours in each of the colour collections as well. But I like to have a supply of the white on hand as well, because that's usually my base. So I've got some black as well, so there is black available too. And this is some of the other paper. So we've got the Fa La La paper, which obviously is, you know, Christmassy. So we're going to use that today. We're going to cut some of that down. And this has got really fun dots, coloured dots on the other side, which you could use for all different sorts of occasions. So we're going to use some of that. We're using some of the stripes, the coloured stripes. I've got 2 strips here of the Granny Apple Green foil sheet. And then I've got some Blueberry Bushel cardstock. So that's where we are starting. Now I've got 2 sheets of this. I am going to only do one layout today because I think it's going to take me so long. It's been a few months since I did my last scrapbooking layout. I think it might have been August or July, I can't remember. And that was the first one I had done in 15 years. So I am a little bit rusty with my scrapbooking, I have to admit. However, because I was originally a card maker, then I discovered scrapbooking and I ditched card making and went solely to scrapbooking. Well, I crossed to the other side, as they used to say back then. And then I ran out of time because I started working full time. And then eventually I went back to card making. And so it's only recently that I've started getting back into scrapbooking. I did do pocket memory keeping for a little while there too. And journaling in like a planner journaling. I did that as well for a little bit. But traditional scrapbooking, just getting back into it. Okay, so now let's see. Oh, you're still not well, Dimity. Feeling a bit flat. Oh, that's no good. I hope that you feel a lot better soon. Yeah. Sometimes it can take a while to get over these things. Amber said, perfect timing. You can use the products for other celebratory projects. Yes, you certainly can. Yes. All right. So let me share with you my photos before we get onto here, and I'll tell you my little story that we're going to be creating today. So we love Christmas lights. My family and I, we love Christmas lights, especially the girls. And so every year we do a display. So this is our most recent one from, I think it was last year, wasn't it, Amber, this one? Bit hard to tell all the details in the photo. And of course, we've got the lights reflecting on the photo as well. But this is what I'm scrapbooking today with these lights because they go so well with the Merry, Bold and Bright suite. So we decorate our house, we add to it every year, and we change things up a little bit too. But we have our standard layout. It really looks like a gingerbread house, I think, with all of the coloured lights. The present you can't see. We do have a little present that is over on, we've got like a side, our neighbours have a little side timber fence just at the front. We put the present on there, and we have a light pole out the front of our house. So the light pole also gets decorated all the way up to the top. Yes, my husband and my daughters worked out a system of how to get the lights all the way to the top without climbing up a cherry picker or, you know, using a cherry picker or climbing up a very tall ladder or something. So yeah, so that's what we are creating today. So really, really fun. Let me bring that up a little bit closer. See if you can see that. Yes, that's our house. Very OTT, over the top. But it's a lot of fun, and it brings a lot of enjoyment to people. We got a lot of people driving past and stopping by, and yeah, so we like to do that. Then I've got some photos here of the girls helping John to do the display. So this is Amber and John doing the lights around the lawn. So that takes a bit of, we have a strategic way, and we have videos and we have maps and things that the girls have designed, yeah, so that they know exactly where everything goes. And this is our little daredevil Brooke up the very big, tall 2-story ladder, with Dad watching on, because Dad doesn't like heights. So Brooke gets up there. This is when she still had vertigo, might I add. So she was up the 2-story ladder. Mum could not look. But she was putting in, she actually, I think this was the day she had the drill, and she was drilling into the brick with her vertigo on a 2-story ladder. Yes, very, very safe. And putting some hooks for the lights at the top there. That one has since fallen out. So yes, we had to do it a little bit differently last year. But yeah, John doesn't like heights, so Brooke got up there and did it. Yeah, and actually since this photo was taken, so that was a few years ago, because since this one was taken, the neighbours have put a little fence here where they put their bins, and that's where we put the other big Christmas present light on there, and all the power cords sort of run along the fence there. So there you go. Now, I did have some other ones, but these are the 3 we're going to use because I'm not going to have room for the rest. Does anybody else do light displays at their home? Hey Glenda, how you going? Great to have you here. So this is our nativity scene, which is front and center on our front lawn. Bit hard to see over here. We've got a bit of reflection there in the window, but that's where it sits there on the lawn. It's front and center there. We don't put anything else in front of it because we want that to be the focus. And above the nativity, we have the angels, and we've got 3 angels, and they sort of fly like they move, and then we've got the 2 stars above there as well. So this is the nativity scene. That's what it looks like up close, but I don't have room on the layout for that. Here's John putting some of the lights up at the front of the house on our porch area. We do have timber beams that have been drilled, which the girls made. They measured out precisely. They measured and nailed nails into strips of timber, and then John has drilled them into the wall. They stay up all the time, and then we just take the lights down, but the timber strips stay up. I think he leaves them up, or does he bring them down now? Maybe he pulls them down now. I can't remember. But anyway, yes, so everything is methodically done. And then, of course, we like going to look at other people's lights as well. Now, these were hard to photograph because they're nighttime, and there was a lot of, so it was very dark, but there was a lot of lights. So they're not great photos, but I might have to do a second layout at some point to share some of these photos as well. So these are the girls visiting one of the houses that had lights in the tree in the background. And here's all 4 of us. Jake doesn't normally come, now that he's older, he doesn't normally come Christmas light looking with us. It's normally just the girls and John and I. Sometimes it's just the girls and I, not John. But this is one that we visited, and they had a lot of decorations there. So it's part of our Christmas tradition is to do Christmas lights ourselves, and then to go visit other people's homes who have Christmas lights. So we just really love it. It's just a lot of fun at Christmas time. You know, getting into the Christmas spirit, and something that brings joy to a lot of people. So that's what we are scrapbooking today. So let me pop the photos over here. I'm going to have a little sip of water. So Fee says, oh, wow. Yes, you have to drive past at Christmas time, Fee, and see our light display. Does anybody else decorate their house with Christmas lights at Christmas? Let me know in the comments. I'm just on water today. I'm not drinking tea today because I've been really, really thirsty today. I think I ate too much sugar over the weekend. I think that's what it was. Too many yummies. All right. So I'm going to start with my basic layout. Wait, oh yeah, okay. So I've got 2 sheets here. I'm going to start. So this is my base. So it's like when you're making a card, you always have a card base. So when you're creating a scrapbook layout, you need to have a base as well. I like to use cardstock because it gives you a bit more stability. Even back in the day when I used to use scrapbooking paper, or like designer series paper, and I would use an entire sheet for a background, I would still put it onto a sheet of cardstock just for added thickness and weight, so that it wasn't flimsy, because I didn't want it to get damaged. So, all right. So we're going to start with this piece here. So this piece here was actually an offcut for what I used last week to create some of the other cards. let's see, which one was it? This one. So this one, this is some of the leftover from what I had here. So I didn't need to cut this piece again because it was already cut. So it's already the 12 inches wide. Long, I should say. I don't know how wide it is because I didn't actually measure it. I didn't have to. Oh, it's 6. It's 6 inches, which is just over 15 centimeters, about 15.2 centimeters. So that's half a sheet of the 12 by 12. So we're going to put that across the center. And then I've got 2 strips of the gold foil, and we are going to pop them behind like that to give them a little, that a little bit of a lift off the base. Yes, Amber, good question. If anyone has any recommendations of great light displays in Sydney, please let us know. Yes, because every year we are looking for new displays to go and see, because we've seen a lot of them out this way, and we've even traveled up to an hour away from our house to go and look at other light displays around Sydney. So oh, you're drinking green tea today, Fee. Very good. So I'm going to move my what do you call it? My 12 by 12 sheet away first while I just do this. Just going to run a bead of glue along here. Now, tell me, who else does scrapbooking? Let me know in the comments if you are a scrapbooker. Uh-oh. Whoops. Didn't mean to get that on there. I'm lucky it didn't get on the other side of it. Now I need a wipe. So if you like to scrapbook, or if you do memory keeping with pocket pages, let me know in the comments. I would love to know. Now you might be able to do a smaller version of this on a card as well. So if you like this layout, now this is the tricky bit because it's a long piece and it's a little bit curly-whirly. Yes, so you might be able to modify this to a smaller piece, a smaller size, if you are a card maker and you like this layout once I'm finished, and you would like to turn that into a card. Yeah, so you just rejig the measurements. I'm using my grid paper here to make sure that I've got that straight, and I have. Yeah, just rejig the measurements, and you can make a smaller version. Sorry, I'm waffling. I'm trying to think and talk at the same time. It doesn't always work. So our daughter, who lives in Queensland, she'll be home for Christmas, and she is all about tradition. At Christmas time, she likes to keep the same Christmas traditions that we do every year. We do change things up a little bit, but she likes to keep them the same. But last year we said to her, well, you don't live here permanently all the time anymore, so you know we can do what we want now. She's like, well, I'm not coming home then. a little bit of blackmail there. But no, it's all fun. We do love celebrating. And oh, hang on, I've got to slide that across a little bit. Went a bit too far that way. I might need to trim that down a bit. Oop, it is still sliding. Just using my grid paper to try and get that even, the same as I have the same border that I have with the piece at the top here. So there and there, there and there. Yes. And I just don't have that. I'll just trim that a little bit there. It's just off a little bit there. So we'll trim that a little bit. There we go. My little scissor charms. I was making some more scissor charms a couple of days ago for some new team members that have joined us, which is very exciting. And they have gone in the post already. There we go. Oh, I'll just trim this side a little bit too. It's just a tiny little bit, just a whisker. Just a whisker there. There we go. All right. So that's going to be across the center of the page. In fact, I'm not even sure yet if I'm going to put it exactly in the middle, or I might put it a little bit lower than the middle. I might put it sort of down here. And then we're going to have some fa la la paper. We're going to have some fa la la paper going up there, but I haven't decided the width that I want it yet. So what I might do is, I don't want it the same width as that, of course, because that would look weird. If you had this at 6 inches and this at 6 inches, it would look totally weird. So I'm going to grab my ruler and let's see, where would we go? Maybe 4 inches would be good. A strip of 4 inches. We'll start at that. We can always cut it down a little bit more if we need to. But I know I need the 12-inch length. Now, I'll just move this. Now, this is the only thing. When you're filming and you are working with 12 by 12 cardstock or 12 by 12 layout, it's a little bit hard to get everything on camera. There we go. So I'm just cutting that at 4 inches. So I've got my fa la la all going up the right way. So I might need to keep moving things around. Okay, so I'm thinking we might have that over there. Now I'm not sticking anything down yet until I'm totally set on the layout. And in fact, you know what? I might even bring that down a little bit and not have that go all the way to the top. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, next thing I'm going to do, I am going to have some ribbon. So I'm going to have some ribbon going across there as well. So I might cut that now so that I can have that laid out there too. There we go. And then I might end up, I'm not sure if I'm going to tie a bow or I'll just have the knot, because when you're doing scrapbooking pages, you have to make sure that you're not using anything too bulky in your layouts if you're going to have a heavy album with lots and lots of layouts, because if you have a lot of bulky items on your layouts, I mean, some people do, and that's up to them. I don't like to, because bulky items on one page can actually damage the reverse page or the opposite page when you close the album. And sometimes it can press through to other layers, so other layouts as well can get damaged. So I like to try and keep my scrapbook layouts fairly flat. All right, so that's looking good so far. Now what we're going to do is we're going to mat the photos, and then we are going to do some stamping too. Where did I put my photos? There they are. All right, so we've got the 3 photos. This one I cut down to 3 by 4, so it's half of a normal size photo. So these ones are 6 by 4. This one is 3 by 4, and I'm just going to have a little 2mm border. So I'll bring my trimmer in, and this is Blueberry Bushel cardstock. We're going to be stamping some of those lights, and I'll use the same colors that I used in the card last week. All right, so this is, what did I say? 6 by 4. So we want, let's see, how wide is this? Yeah, okay. So we want, let's go, how many millimeters do, I might do, because I'm, so 6 by 4 in centimeters. Oh, okay, here we go. So I need to write this down now, because now I'm going from inches to centimeters. All right, so we've got 6 by 4 inches. Now I could cut this just in inches, but then that might confuse my metric people. And most of us here in Australia work in metric. So 6 by 4 is, so 6 centimeters is 15 point, trying to see without my glasses. Let me put my glasses on. That's 6 inches. So it is 1, 2, 15.25 by 4 inches, which is 10.15 to be precise, or you can go 15.2 by 10.1. Totally up to you. I like to be as precise as possible. So let's go 10.15. 10.1. So 10.15. Oh no, actually no, sorry. That is the 6 by 4. We need to add 2 millimeters to that, either side. So that means we need to go to 15 point, we've got to add on 465. Oh, maths is hard. By 10.55. Or you can go 15.6 by 10.5. That's probably near enough. So let's do that. We'll go 10.5. 10.5, so 10.5 centimeters. Hope I've got this right. By 15.6. All right, we're going to need to open up the arm of our trimmer. Whoopsie. Oh, actually, probably not, because I think it's marked just on there. 15.6. So we've got 15.5, 15.6. So it's just on the grey part. You'll see the little, you can't see it on camera, but you'll see it on your trimmer if you have the current Stampin' Up! Trimmer. The little markings are actually just on that grey part there. So that will be it, just there. Now let's test that with our photos, just to be sure. Let's see. Nope, I have not done that right. I've mucked something up. So it's this way. This way is not right. 10.1. Now let's see. Let me measure this. What is this? This is 10 point... Oh, I might not have measured it when I went to cut it, actually. 10 point... Yeah, that's right. 10.15. And I wanted to... What did I cut that at? 10 point... Huh. Why did that not work? 10.15, and I wanted to add 4, because 2 millimeters each side is 10.55. Is that not? Oh, maybe I did the other way wrong. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. What am I doing wrong, Amber? Amber's usually the one that gives me all the measurements when I'm doing conversions, because I get muddled up all the time. So this one is 15, maybe it's this way that I've got wrong. 15 point, hang on everyone, let's see. 15 point, no, it's definitely 6 inches. Oh, yeah, 6 inches, 6 by 4. So it's 1, 2.5. It's 15.25. Okay, Amber, what measurements do I need? 15.2. Yes, so then I need to add 2 millimeters to that either side, right? So would that not be 15.6? I don't know what I did. What did I do? I don't know what I did. But I definitely need a wider border than that, don't I? And this is too long, this end. So I don't know what I did. Where did I cut that? 15.6. Maybe it's there. Maybe I went to, if I try and trim off 15 point, okay, 15.2 should be 15.6. Let's just take a little bit off there. Take like a millimeter off there. Is that better? That's a bit better. Ah, okay. Still not quite right, but it's nearer. It's nearer than what I had. My goodness. Maths is just hard. Glenda says, I used to scrapbook many years ago when my grandkids were little, but they are all grown up now. Aww. Oh, lovely. It's nice to go back to. It is nice to go back to. I think I might cut that up just a little bit, whatever that ended up at, but I'm going to cut, I want to cut this a little bit wider. So let's see, what did I do? 0.5, okay, 10.5. Maybe I'll go 10.6 this time. Let's see, 10.6. Let's go 10.6. 10.6. My children are all grown up too, Glenda. However, well, and I don't have grandchildren yet, but I imagine when I have grandchildren, I will be doing quite a lot more scrapbooking. So I'm going to do this by eye, guys, which is what I used to do back in the day when I used to do scrapbooking. And I used to do card making years ago. I did everything by eye. So if I marked that, you know what, I'm going to mark it with my pencil. Yes, but I still have not finished all of my children's scrapbook albums from when they were little. I started them many years ago and I never completed them. So I do still have a lot of scrapbooking to do. Okay, I'm going to mark that there and trim that there, and it's going to be near enough. And it's kind of going back out to where I had it before. So let's see now that I've used my eye. See, that's much closer. Still not exact, but it's near enough. It's near enough. All right, that'll do. So where did that go to? Let's see. Yeah, I was right the first time. So I think it was the height that wasn't quite right. I just didn't have the height quite where I wanted it. All right, so I'm going to change my measurements. So that'll be 10.6. 10.6 by 15.6. 15.6. Yep, so it's the first little notch on the grey part of your trimmer there. So 15.6. 7, 8, 9. Yeah. It's hard between the, when you get past 15.5 to 16.5 or 16.3, those first few little millimeters there, they're a bit tricky. They're a bit tricky. All right, so we need to cut another one of these. So that one's wrong. I'll get rid of that. Okay, so we need another one of these, and then we need a smaller one as well. Okay, let's cut another one of those. Now, I don't know if I've got the right, I think that's too narrow. That's the other narrow piece. All right, new piece. Here we go. All right, so 10.6. 10.6. There we go. Does anybody else struggle with maths? Oh, especially with the conversions. There we go. All right, so we've got that one and this one. Now, the maths should be right on those. Good, good, good. Actually, that's kind of very bluey, that photo too. The colours in that have come out quite blue looking. Well, Brooke's got blue jeans on, but yeah, so that kind of matches. And that one, and now we've got to do, this is a 3x4. Oh gosh, now we've got to do conversions again. Let's use one of those smaller pieces that we had, and we'll cut that down. We'll save this big piece. 3x4. So let's see, can we go that way? Nope, I have to go this way. So it's going to be the same way this way, which was the 10.6. So we'll go 10.6 this way. 10.6. That should be the right height. And then it's just the width. You know what? I'm going to do it by eye. So let's line that up, get that even. So I'm looking at the left side and the top and the bottom, getting that lined up, and then I'm just going to mark, looking at this width here, and I'm just going to mark with my pencil there, and then that's where I'm going to trim that. So yeah, if measurements are too hard, just use your eye. Beautiful. That's good. So that measures, just in case anybody needs to know, it's just past the 8.05 basically. Yeah. So there you go. All right, so they are all done. So we can adhere those to the mats. So get rid of all these scraps. And I'm going to use some Stampin' Seal to adhere these photos to the mats. So when you are doing scrapbooking, if you have never done scrapbooking before, be sure to use products that are acid and lignin free so that your photos don't deteriorate over time. Also too, if you're doing your journaling in your album, be sure that you're using pens that are acid free so that they don't they don't. And you know, you want sort of archival type pens that aren't going to fade over time or discolor over time. I think for this one, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to, I do need to make a little journaling. Oh, I got sticky on my fingers. I need to make a little journaling block as well, which I haven't made yet. Oh no, I got sticky on there. I wonder if I can get that off with my glue eraser. Yes, I do need to make a journaling block as well so that I can journal about our Christmas light tradition. And I'll just grab my little, where's that little bit of sticky? Oh, I put a few spots on there actually. Just use my little glue eraser to get that sticky off John's shirt. Oh no, it's smudging it. Okay, glue erasers do not work well on photos. Okay, I'm just going to have to leave that there. Okay. Be careful about sticky on your fingers when you are playing with photos. I used to use, does anybody else use the Stampin' Seal? I used to always use, just get that sticky off. Oh, look, you can see the sticky in the light. Can you see it reflecting there? It's just there was a bit on John's shirt and there's a little bit just up here. Let's make sure I don't have any on my fingers this time. I'll have to work out a way to get that off. Yes, I used to always use tear and tape or like double-sided tape. But I like the tape runners. They're much quicker to apply. Just get my little pencil mark off there. Oh my goodness, I keep putting sticky. Urgh. I didn't even feel that was sticky on there. That just came off the eraser. Goodness, it's all right. It'll be all right. Once it's in the plastic sleeve in the pocket, in the album, it won't be noticeable. All right, I'm going to grab a wipe and just clean my hands. Get any sticky off my fingers that I might have. Maybe I should have used tear and tape today. There we go. Okay. Clean up my mess over here. Okay, now, Glenda said, my granddaughter in year 4 gets 100% in maths. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, that was Dimity. Dimity said her granddaughter in year 4 gets 100% in maths. Oh, she must be a very clever cookie. And Glenda says, I'm waiting for the great grandies to come along now. Oh, wow. hard now to do scrapbooking with all our photos on our phones and get them printed. Yes, actually, I was thinking the same thing, and I had been putting off, I'm going to do some stamping. I had been putting off printing photos for that very reason. I thought, oh, well, they're all on the phone and it's such a hassle and blah, blah, blah. And then my daughter Amber said, Mum, you know, you can just, they've got everything automated now, and you don't have to even go to the desk anymore. They just print, there's a machine that prints them off like right there. And even payment was right there at the machine. I didn't even have to go to the desk to go and pay, because I thought, oh, then you got to queue up and you got to wait for your photos. It did everything instantly. And granted, I was only printing a few. I think I printed 8. But it was so quick. I was so impressed. I'm like, oh my goodness, now I can come back and get lots more printed. That was at Officeworks. So if anyone's looking for where to get photos printed, try Officeworks. All right, so now we are going to have a play with some of these stamps. I'll pop my photos out of the way so we don't get anything else on those. And we're going to play with some stamps. And then I'm going to cut a strip. I'll do my stamping on here first, and then we'll cut the strip and add that to the layout. So we're going to start with our string, and I'm going to do shaded spruce this time for the string. In fact, I'm just thinking, I wonder if I should cut my strip first. I'm not sure the full length that I'm going to need it though. Okay, just inking up this stamp just away from my paper. There we go, my cardstock. All right, so I'm going to start off the page first and just go along. I just might stand up so I can see that. There we go, that's better. Go along the top there. Oops, I rocked it a little bit. There we go. Oh, cute. And then we'll do another one. I meant to start a little bit further off the page, but that's okay. Now, here comes the tricky bit where we've got to line them up. So I'm just going to stand up. I'm just going to move it over this way a little bit so I can see. Oh, that's good. That lined up pretty well. And we can put a globe there in the middle to hide the join. And then we're just going to stamp a little bit here at the end just to finish that off. Whoops, I didn't get enough ink on there. So nobody else commented that they decorate their house. Does that mean nobody else decorates their house with lights? Let me know in the comments, yes or no. Do you decorate the outside of your house with Christmas lights? Okay, we'll just do that one there. There we go. That's just to finish that off a little bit there. Okay. So we'll clean that one. How cool is that? I love how swirly it is. Swirly, swirly. All right, we'll stamp that off over here. We'll give that a clean. Oh, Dimity said they used to decorate their house, but they haven't done it for a couple of years. Oh, there you go. Why did you stop, Dimity, may I ask? If that's not being too personal, why did you stop decorating your house with lights? Oh, so what I was going to say, Glenda, too, is when I went, oh, I've got green on my fingers now, I better get that off. When I went to Officeworks to print the photos the other day, they've got like the little photo labs set up there, and they had, so I wasn't sure how it was going to work now because it's been a long time since I've gone and printed digital photos. So I put mine onto I copied them on the ones that I wanted onto a USB and took the USB and plugged it in. But they actually had plugs there, different plugs for the different phones. So you can just plug it into your phone and it reads your photo files. So you can get your photos straight from your phone. It was so easy. So I just thought I would mention that. But yes, I mentioned to my daughter Amber the other day, I said it's so sad because we're going to get to a point where there'll be no photos. So when we go, or when our you know, like we look back on history and we look back on photos of, you know, previous generations, and it's so lovely to look at them, but we're going to get to a point where there's no photographic evidence because nobody will have printed photos. It's going to be sad. So I thought, oh, well, I want to print some. So, yeah. All right, so I'm going to print these lights now. Now I'm going to start with stamping the toppers first on them. Oh, I do need that grey for the topper. I've got grey granite over here. I wasn't going to use it. So I'm going to use the same colours that I used for this card. Okay. Except I changed the string to shaded spruce instead of doing the grey granite, because our string on our lights is mostly, well, some of them are white, but some of them are green. So I thought, well, I'll do them green this time, but I'm going to use the same colours as what I used on this card. But this morning I was playing with some other colours to see what other colours might work. So here's just a sample of some of the other colours that I did pull out, and I've still got them sitting over here because I thought maybe I would change them up, but then I thought, oh, well, I want them to match with the designer series paper, so I decided to just keep with the colours that are in the designer series paper. But how cool are some of these colours? Like, I really love the daffodil and the azure afternoon and the parakeet party. Like, I love those three together. They look really cool together. And then if you added in the sweet sorbet, it's a little bit more pinky red. I didn't stamp that very well, but yeah. And the Orchid Oasis is also another great blue. It's more of a sort of purpley blue. Starry Sky was quite deep, so if you want like a darker blue. But the blueberry bushel we're using is kind of in between these two. So yeah, so I thought I'd show you those as well with how they will look with some of those other colours. So there you go. All right, so we're going to do these toppers now. We'll start, so I'm using grey granite for the toppers. Oh, I've got a little bit of something on there. Lucky I checked that. Shaded spruce toppers will work. Oh, do you reckon? Okay, instead of the grey, because I've got the green string. Is that what you're saying? Try the shaded spruce for the toppers. All right. I was going for like a silver look, but maybe the green would be better. Like, I guess our Christmas tree lights, or sorry, our Christmas lights out the front, the white ones do have white, and I guess the green ones do have green, don't they? Toppers should be the same color as the string. Okay, Amber. my little color coach over there. I'll listen to her. She's a graphic designer, so she knows what she's talking about. All right, so let's do some of these. So we'll do them at, shall I do them straight or shall I do them at an angle? I think they should be at angles. Let's see, what are they on the paper? Actually, on the paper they're upside down and right way up on the DSP, but I can't put any up the other way because I haven't left room. So let's do them at different angles. That will go there and just work out where these other ones are going to go. So make sure you check your stamps before, like once you ink them up, make sure you have a look at them, especially with the photopolymer, to check them that the ink has taken properly. Because sometimes the ink doesn't sit on them properly, or it's, you know, you've not inked it up evenly. This one I might have go straight down. Yeah, so just always check it before you go to stamp it. This one will go straight down. So this way, this way, this way, and then we'll do that one at an angle to this way. Oh, see, not enough glue. Not enough glue, not enough ink. Sometimes some parts of your ink pad are actually less inky too. Like if you've been inking up your stamps always in the same spot, it'll use up more of your ink just there, and then you won't get as much ink on your stamp. So be sure to move your stamp around your ink pad. And sometimes too with the solid shaped images, they can be a little bit harder to pick up the ink. There we go. So that way, let's go this way. This might be the last one. Hang on, how many more can I fit in here? Let's see. So one there, one there, one there. Yeah, I think I can get 2 more in there. So let's go. Oh, goodness. There, got it. We'll go this way. Not sure if I'm going to fit one more. Maybe if I went straight. Maybe I'll just go straight with this one. Don't have enough ink. Not enough ink. Using up all my ink. There we go. Just go straight, I think, for this one, so we make sure we get it on the paper. There we go. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, yay! We ended up with an uneven amount. That's good. An uneven number. All right. So, those of you, oops, no, I don't want that. I want this. Those of you who have done scrapbooking before, or do scrapbooking before, have you done stamping on your scrapbook layouts? Or do you just stick to die cuts and designer series paper and like different decorative elements? Let me know if you've done stamping on your layout. So I think back in the day when I used to scrapbook, we didn't really used to stamp on our layouts back then. It's kind of a more recent thing, I think. Yeah, I don't remember ever doing it. Anyway, maybe I did. I don't think so though. Okay, so I'm starting out with Poppy Parade. And as I said, we're using the long light globe. Not stamped back then? No, I don't think we really did we? Back in the days, the olden days of scrapbooking. All right, let's see how we go. Ooh, hope I get this lined up. Yay! Oh, look at that. That's so cool. All right, so we're going red, yellow, green, blue, red. I'm just checking. Red, yellow, green, blue, red. So this one's going to be red. Okay, this one's going to be at this angle. Hopefully I got that one lined up. Oh, yes. How cute are they? Oh, my goodness. I love that. So excited. They came out really well. When I was talking about this last week, when I first saw this stamp set, I thought I was not going to like it. And I thought, well, even the whole suite, I thought, oh my goodness, the colors are so bright. They're not going to, they're not really traditional Christmas colors. I won't use them. So I thought, no, I'm not going to get that suite. And then I saw some people creating with them and I'm like, oh, actually, I think that's growing on me. So then I decided to buy them. And when I started playing with them, I'm like, oh my goodness, I love this sweet. And because we love Christmas lights, I thought, well, of course I'm going to like it because we're all about Christmas lights at Christmas. So why wouldn't I like it? It just really surprised me. I surprised myself. There we go. Oh, they're so fun. Alrighty, let's line this one up. Oh. And it's harder to see because I'm working over a 12 by 12 sheet. So I've got all of this cardstock here to lean over, and look, I'm getting ink everywhere. Yeah, so I'm making it a little bit more difficult for myself. But because I wasn't sure how big a strip I was going to use, I thought, no, I'll just leave it in the full width first so that I make sure that I, you know, have enough for what I need. Squeaky, squeaky. Nice and squeaky clean. Whoopsie. Who remembers the old, or some of you might even still have them. I think we finally got rid of ours, but we kept them for a long time. Do you remember the old Christmas lights that had the little cover on them, the little plastic cover on them, and they were like almost like a flower, like they flared out? We had those. And at my mum's, we also had these other ones that looked like a crystal. I mean, it was plastic, but it looked like a crystal around the globe. And oh my goodness, if you trod on one of those, which I did several times when we used to put up the Christmas tree, they hurt like anything because they were sharp. Does anybody remember those? Did you have those, or do you still have those? What is happening with my ink pad here? Granny Apple is not stamping very well. Let me just test it on a piece of cardstock. Hang on a sec. I've got a scrap. I'll just grab a scrap white. I just want to test it. Sometimes when you stamp on paper, it stamps differently to if you stamp on cardstock. Oh, there we go. That's okay. I was stamping a bit funny at first and I thought, oh, what's happening with my stamp? But it's all good. Okay, so this is the green one. Oh, just re-ink that. Sorry, I'm doing that off camera. You probably can't see me doing that. Just tap, tap, tap. There we go. Okay, we'll line that up just there. Cute. And we'll do another one over here. We're only going to get one blue one on here. That's okay, because we've got the blue cardstock mats for our photos. There we go. So that'll bring in more of the blueberry bushel. Oh, that was noisy. Sorry about that, everybody. How cute do these look? Oh my goodness, they look great on camera. I'm just looking at the playback on my iPad and they look awesome. I'm really happy with those. Now there is a filament as well for these, and I was tossing up whether or not to add the filament, but I'm thinking no. I like them just as they are. I might do a sample one on the scrap paper or the scrap cardstock over here with the filament and just see what it looks like. But I'm thinking not. Okay, let's just do, I'll just test this on my cardstock. Oh, I need a bit more ink on there. This one's feeling a bit dry actually. I probably need a bit more ink on that one. All right, here is our blueberry bushel. Let's line that up. There we go. There we go. Oh, how cool does that look? I like that. I actually really like that with the shaded spruce topper and the string. I think I like that better than the grey one. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Love it. Love it. Now, let's have a look and see. I think I'm not going to do the filament. I think I'm going to leave them as they are. I like them as they are. I don't want to ruin it by trying to stamp that filament I've seen them done with the filament, mainly the larger bulb one. But yeah, I don't know. I think it might ruin it. I like it just as it is. What does everybody think? Amber said, you stamped it so well you don't even need to cut it down. You can use that as your base. Oh, very true. Because I was going to cut it down to a strip, wasn't I? And I didn't want to stamp it on the original piece because I thought, oh, what if I muck it up? But you're right, Amber. I probably can just use that as my base. I do have a little, let me clean my hands again. All these coloured inks. There's a few little ink splodges on here, but we're going to cover those up. So, how are we going for time? I have no idea what the time is. Oh, 5:37. Wow. Okay. Alrighty. So, let's see. Yeah, I think you're right, Amber. I think I might just use that and just bring these over. I don't even know if I want to cover that up now with my fa la la paper. I might have to rethink my fa la la paper. Maybe the fa la la can come down here somehow instead and not cover up those lights. Let's just see. Let me find my photo of my layout. I was going to put the photos up a bit higher. So let's see. Oh, that sticky's going to bother me on there. But the more I try to fiddle with it, the worse I'm going to make it, I think. Let's see if I can just get it off there. No. I'll just leave it. Okay. Yes, so this one was going to go up there. Still could. And then this one is going to come down here. Now that one was going to sit up higher. But I might need to change it, I think. If I put that one over there. And then this one here. And then, move that up there. That only leaves me a tiny little strip for writing. Or I could put that there. Could overlap that. Could overlap those ones, couldn't I? If I move that over there. The ribbon might need to go on top of the fa la la, actually. Fa la la. I'm going to go off the edge, bottom edge there. I don't know. I liked how I had it before, but it would cover up. It would cover up these. So I had this, originally I had this strip going all the way up the top. That's going to cover up those lights there. Do we need those ones there? Maybe it wouldn't matter if they were covered up. So we've got those ones there. Don't know. What does everybody think? What do you all think? Give me your opinions. Originally this one was going to come over here. This one was going to be more over this way. Bring that fa la la paper down a little bit. Let's just see. That's still on the layout there. We can fit that there. Kind of lose the, you've only got a little bit of the fa la la then down the bottom. You see a little bit around there. I don't know, how does that? I think I either need to cover up those three lights completely or not cover them up at all. What if I move that down and brought that down? How about that? And that could go, that could actually literally go all the way to the bottom. I'll bring that up. Whee! That could literally go all the way to the bottom. And then I'd have that space there to journal. I could actually, if I had have thought about this, I could have, Oh, you know what else? I was going to do, because I was thinking, oh, do I need a title? But I just remembered I was going to stamp, oh, what fun. And I was thinking about also stamping, have a Merry and Bright Christmas. So maybe I'll stamp those and work out where I'll put those. Because we could put them, I don't even know where I'm going to put them. I could put them down here. Could maybe put them down here. Maybe I won't use the oh, what fun. See, this is what happens when you start scrapbooking. Oh, and let's disregard all of that mess over there. You start playing and then you think, oh my goodness, now I've got all of this. Where am I going to put everything? Does this perhaps need to be a bit wider? I don't know that I've got enough to do that wider. Oh, I do. No. Could have taken that a bit further. Help. Has anybody got any suggestions or hang on a minute. I do have this as well. I ran a strip of that along somewhere. Oh, that might be too busy. I'll leave that there like that for the moment. I won't cut this yet. I'll stamp these sentiments and we'll add those and then we'll see what we like. Now, what colour? Oh, the ribbon. I forgot about the ribbon. I was going to add the ribbon, but if I've got that one there, we're not going to see it, are we? Not going to see much of it. Do I put the ribbon up there under those ones? Might look weird up there. Let's have a look. So as I said, I had the initial idea and then the rest was going to be winging it. Now we're at the winging it stage and I'm now second guessing everything. We have the ribbon there. I only need a small journaling block. Could be all right there like that. Methinks. All right, let's stamp these. And then nobody's coming up with any suggestions. Anyone got any suggestions? Let me know if you do. Okay, so let's see. I've got Merry and Bright already on blocks. We need Christmas. Merry and Bright Christmas or have a Merry and Bright Christmas? I think just Merry and Bright Christmas. Because I'm not sending a greeting. I'm just basically making a statement that it is a Merry and Bright Christmas. Oh, I need another block. Grab a block. Next dilemma is what colour do I stamp these in? Oops, I'll put my stamps back in the case so I don't lose them. All right, so if I put these, I'll stamp these strips onto white and then put them down here, I think. So I might stamp them in the, let's see, I might do them in the crushed curry. I'll bring in a little bit of crushed curry. All right, let me get some white strips. This is where your scraps come in handy for little things like this. We'll try it in the crushed curry, see what it looks like in the crushed curry. And then we can, Merry and Bright Christmas. And then we can, yeah, decide. what we like. If we don't like it in this color, I can change it. Mary, I'm going to cut these up individually. So I need to leave a little bit of space around them just to cut those. Merry and Bright Christmas. Can that fit on there? Yep. Great thing about these, because we're going to cut them out, we don't have to make sure that we've stamped them straight, which I love. All right, I'll give those a little clean. Oh, didn't get that one clean. That's better. I should check the other one because I didn't test it. Yep, that one came clean. And this one. Okay, so what Christmas traditions do you all have? Share with me in the comments. Chat with me. Let me know. What are some Christmas traditions that you have in your family? And do you have certain foods as well? We'll probably talk a lot about foods between now and Christmas because, you know, it's one of my favorite things, especially around celebrations. But yeah, do you have a Christmas tree at your place? And if so, what colors do you decorate your Christmas tree with? Do you like traditional colors like your red, green, gold? Or do you have pastels, or do you have other colors? On our tree at home, we actually have, now let's see, we have teal and silver. And what else do we have? Amber? You still there, Amber? What other colors do we have? We don't have traditional colors on our tree. Our tree is a traditional tree color though. Like it's a fake tree. We get a fake tree, not a real tree. So it's like your spruce, your shaded spruce sort of colored tree. There we go. So we got those all cut. Dimity said, I used to scrapbook. I don't remember all the gorgeous DSP then. I stamped, used sand and weed in the desert ones. Oh, cool. Well washed and dried. All right. Awesome. Very good. Oh, that would have been really lovely. Okay, so let's see now. Merry and Bright Christmas. Merry and Bright Christmas. Oh, you lose that on there, don't you? You lose that on there big time. So maybe we are going to need to use the blue, or we just move this to somewhere else. I don't like it there. Let's see. Merry and Bright Christmas. Nah. I was just playing around just to see. Merry and Bright Christmas. No, I'm not liking this color actually. I might do it in the blue, in the blueberry bushel. It looked really good in the blueberry bushel on my card last week. So let's stamp it in the blueberry bushel. Oh, you don't like the red DSP, Glenda? When I was playing around with it earlier, I had more of the red, and I think it filled it out a little bit more. I think I've cut this a little bit too narrow now. Merry and Bright Christmas. It's not going to fit on that one. It's okay, I've got more scraps where that one came from. Oh boy, didn't stamp that very well, did I? Let's do that again. Oh, because it was that blue ink pad I was having trouble with before too, wasn't it? It probably needs a bit more ink. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I think it needs a bit more ink, that ink pad, that blueberry bushel. All right. Right, nice and clean. Important to keep our stamps nice and clean. All right, let's do a little bit of snippy snip snip. These are quite easy to snip out because they're just straight edges, and each one is not very long sentiments. So let's leave that nice little white border around the edges. Oops. Oopsie. So is anyone commenting with the colours of their trees? Am I missing them? No, nobody's commenting. Everyone's gone quiet. Are you all crafting? Perhaps you're all crafting along with me so you're not chatting. Who's crafting today? I didn't ask that before. I should have asked you all who was crafting along with me today. Oh, you're busy making cards, Fee. Oh, fantastic. What are you creating with today? What products are you working with today? There we go. All right. Merry and Bright Christmas. Oh, still going to lose it on that fa la la paper, aren't we? All right. We'll have to fiddle with this bit, I think. I'll see it better on there. Yeah, we'll lose it on the fa la la. Or do we add it? Do we add it over here? I might need to actually mount this up on, might need to mount up the Merry and Bright on dimensionals. Dimensionals are soft, so I don't mind putting a little bit of dimensionals, a few little dimensionals in my scrapbooking layouts because they're soft, they don't tend to damage your layouts. Merry and Bright Christmas. What if we had them hanging on the strings? No, I don't think I like that either. Ah, well, there you go. This isn't turning out quite how I thought it would. Getting a bit stuck here. What if I did this? Merry and Bright Christmas and had it over there. Oh, or I could, what if I stuck it coming out from the side of the photo like that? I could do that, perhaps, maybe from the top. I just might not get the Christmas in there if I did that. And leave a little gap, a little gappy gap. Merry and Bright. Could do that. I could put Christmas over here. This one doesn't look like Christmas though because they're putting up the lights still on that one. That one. Could do that. That's not too bad. But it kind of reads Christmas merry and bright. My eyes go that way. So maybe I should just like, actually maybe the merry and bright should go on this one because this is the one with all of the lights on it. Maybe I just need to put it on this one. Oops. It snuck away from me. Merry and bright. Just put it on this one here. They're slippery. They're keep sliding away from me. What about that? I could do that. Except I haven't got them positioned evenly, but yeah. Maybe I don't need the Christmas. All right. Let's see. Fee is using the new Meandering Meadows. Oh, beautiful. Amber said, would vellum help? That's a great idea. Vellum is always a great addition. Brenton is finishing creating a card also using the Traditions of St. Nick and Cottage Wreath stamp set. Oh, that sounds beautiful, Brenton. Really nice combo. Lovely. Very good. And Dimity is putting the backs on her stamp sets delivered today. Oh, exciting. Season of Chic and Fluffiest Friends. Oh, nice. Can't remember colour of trees. Think all green. We'll only keep one green with lights, but about 2 foot big. Otherwise, we'll donate. Oh, yes, your trees. Yep. Okay, let me grab some vellum and we'll see how that looks added to the layer. It's growing on me. I think it's growing on me. It's not looking too bad. It's fairly plain, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. And I think this white space down the bottom here, I think I will leave that as white space. I was thinking about maybe adding this, but I think it'll be too much. There's too much going on otherwise. So I think I like that instead. All right, let me grab some vellum. So let's see, if I put vellum over the fa la la and just dampen that down a little bit, how would that be? I don't know. Oh, you like the Merry and Bright Christmas across the top of the lights, Brenton? Oh, okay. Across the top. Like this. Or like this. They could go that way. Or should they go... They don't fit that way. On the bulbs. Okay. Thank you. Maybe over here. Because I don't really want to put blue and... Whoops, I better get them around the right way. I don't really want to put blue on blue. Merry and Bright Christmas. Nope. Do, 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 do. It's a bit tricky, isn't it? Merry and Bright Christmas. I could put it there. Just blue on blue though. What do you reckon? Oh, what if I put it, oops. What if I put it at the top on the, oh no, that would look weird because then you lose the top altogether. Merry and Bright Christmas. Have them a bit skew-if. Sort of with the angle of the, maybe with the angle, that one is straight. I'll go a little bit skew-if. What do you reckon? What do you reckon about that, Brenton? Something like that. That's fun. Yeah, what does everyone reckon? Oh yeah, thumbs up, you like that? Amber liked them as tabs on the photos. I like them as tabs too, but that looks fun too. I keep bumping this vellum. All right, what are we thinking about the vellum? I'm thinking maybe not the vellum. I like the red because it brings in the red from the, it's very bright and in your face, but we've got the red in the lights there and we've got the red here in the paper. Don't know about the, oh, you like it like that, Glenda, too, on the lights, on the bulbs? I've just bumped that one. Yeah, we could do it like that. I'll mount them up on dimensional so that they sit up a little bit. And you know what? I think I'm going to start sticking stuff down because otherwise I'm going to be here all day procrastinating and just going, oh, I don't know. So let's just stick some stuff. Let's stick this one down. Now I'm going to use tear and tape this time. I'm not going to use the Stampin' Seal because I don't want to get sticky fingers again. There we go, found it. So I'm just going to go across here. I'm going to do it in two strips. I am a tape cutter. I don't like tearing my tear and tape. I know that it does tear, tears very well, but I've always been a cutter of tape, not a tearer. There we go. Now, if you wanted to do one strip all the way across, you can. I just like having the control of doing two strips in case it just helps me to make sure I get everything straight. In case I make a boo-boo, because, you know, I make boo-boos like everybody else. As you've already seen today, I got glue on my photos. I can't believe I got glue on the front of my photos. How silly. All right, there we go. All right, so this bit is ready to go. So let's just take one strip off first. Make sure I get that lined up. I'm going to use my grid paper now to make sure I've got my base piece lined up. And then I'm going to put this down. I'm going to put this down a little bit so it's going to be lower than halfway. Move it over, make sure I've got this lined up straight. Did you know that you can purchase grid paper from the online store or from the catalogue? Oh, I think I've got to go up to this one. So what's that one? That's at 5.5. And, whoops, oh, slipping, goodness. Let's go back here. Let's go back here. There we go. Did I have it there or did I have it up higher? I don't know. I think I want it down here. Down here will do. Let's make sure that I've got that straight. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's at the 11th. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's at the 11th. Yes, good. All right, let's adhere that. Okay, I'm going to adhere this side. And we'll do the bottom one. All right, and then we'll do the other side. Got such inky fingers today. The sign of a crafter. Anybody else got inky fingers today? Last one, last piece of tape. There we go. That was a big panel to stick down, wasn't it? There we go. I like it just down a little bit lower than halfway, because if it was sort of halfway, I feel like it's like cutting the base layout in half. This is growing on me more, Brenton, having those up there. All right, now this piece, I have to make a decision. I think it's going to have to go there, and then I think I'm going to wrap that across there. When I've done this layout before, I've had an extra, I've actually had this one down first, then this one, and then an extra one over this one, but I've done it a little bit different this time. So, but that's okay. I got to work out where I need to cut this. I'll just put a little pencil mark. Yeah, I think I'll have it there like that, and I'll take it all the way to the bottom. Put a little mark, a little pencil mark just there, and we'll cut that. All right. I might have to just go and cut this just off camera for a moment. Oh, now I can't see my pencil mark. There it is. There we go. So I haven't used the dies. I thought that I would use the dies more than what I have today, but I didn't use them. I'll take that across there like that. Yeah. See, normally I would have had that behind. I didn't think about that. But then you wouldn't have seen much of that because this is such a large piece. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. I think we'll add that one there. Get some tape. Just thinking, looking at the dies, thinking what can I use in the dies? We could do the, I know I've stamped all the toppers, but we could do the toppers in the dies. Oh, I was maybe going to mount some of these. But then if we're going to mount the sentiment, maybe what we could do is we could put the sentiments back down as tabs on the photos, and I could mount up every second globe. Oh, that would mean, no, you know what? I'm not going to do that because that'll be more time, because that will mean I need to restamp them and then die cut them, and I've already gone quite long. So no, I won't do that. I won't do that to you all. But that is another idea. I could have done that. And in fact, I did discuss that idea with Amber earlier, and then I forgot. That's okay. So many ideas sometimes, isn't it? Like you could really just go crazy with all the ideas that we get. All right, so let's see. I reckon we'll stick that about there. That looks about straight. Yeah. I think we'll just power on because I just want to get this finished. It's getting very late, and you all will need to go and have your dinner soon. There we go. Okay, now let's break that up with a little bit of ribbon. So we'll wrap that around. I'm just going to put some glue dots on. Actually, no, I'm going to use tear and tape because we are putting this onto a scrapbook layout, not onto a card. All right, so just turn that over and put some tape on the end. Make sure that's going to go wrap around. Yep. Okay. Let's try and get the ends of that, there we go, of that ribbon off. Because sometimes with some of the ribbons, they're very slippery and the tape doesn't like to stick to them, but sometimes it's just a matter of getting the backing started, like just starting to get it off, and then it will come off without a problem. All right, so we're going to stick that about there. So let's tuck that around. Oops, line that up on the other side. Don't want to pull it too tight because we don't want to bow our cardstock. Hang on a minute, let's use our grid paper again. Line that up the top there. Being very precise with this one, aren't I? Bring it down a little bit, there we go. Okay, and then we'll just wrap that around. There we go, beautiful. Okay, and we're going to put our photos over the top of that. Okay, photos, and we've still got to do our bling too, so we can't forget our bling. So I'll put that nearby so that I don't forget. If I forget the bling, just all yell at me, okay? I give you permission. I'm going to put some tape on my photos. So I'm just going to put tape on each 4 corners, and I might put one in the middle as well, like just on each side here. And I'm not going to take the backings off these yet until I just double check that I'm happy with the positioning of them. So working with tape is just a little bit slower because you've got to keep stopping, of course, but like to cut the tape, which is why I usually use, the Stampin' Seal, but I was getting too sicky with that today. Doesn't matter quite so much when you're doing a card, but when you're doing photos and you start getting glue on your photos, then it's not a good scenario, as I did today, but that's okay. They'll be all right. There we go. Let's just add a little bit here and there. I know I've asked the question before about which adhesive everybody likes to use, so I won't ask that again. It did just pop into my mind, but I thought, no, I've asked that question many times, so I won't ask that again. Oh, Brenton says he's been procrastinating for 12 months on one of your cards. Oh my goodness. Wow, which card is that, Brenton? Using what? Is it a theme? Is it the theme that you're procrastinating on what to use, or you actually already know what you want to use, but you're not sure about how to put it together, or how you want to put it together? There we go. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this grid paper from below here, just so, because I feel like it's distracting me a little from the layout. There we go. All right, that's a bit better. Oh, you finished it now. Oh, it was the layout that you were having a hard time with. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, sometimes that happens, doesn't it? It just depends on, you know what, I'm going to stick a little glue dot under there just to hold that ribbon. Yeah, sometimes we can just overthink things, can't we? Like, I'm a serious overthinker. I think I need to join Overthinkers Anonymous. But in saying that, it means that I have an attention to detail. So that can be a good thing as well. But yeah, sometimes I will procrastinate over things because I just think, oh, I just don't know. Is that right? Is that right? Is that going to look any good? Yeah. So it just depends. Depends on what it is, really. All right, so we'll do that. So we'll have those two lined up. This one's going to go off the top there, but that's okay because this one goes off the bottom. And that one, I'm happy with. I think I'm fairly happy with that one there now. You can see a little bit of the fa la la around it. It just helps to break it up a little bit. Oh, Amber said perhaps the latter picture is too centered between the edges of the striped paper. Oh, okay. Yeah, could be. Could be. Should I perhaps put it down a little bit lower like that? So then we can see a little bit of the ribbon there too. my little graphic designer advisor is in the wings, which is great. How about that? Does that look better? Seeing a little bit more of the ribbon there too helps to break that up, break up that red a little bit. Dimity said yes, me. After putting back on, I stamp each one. Looks better balanced that way. Okay. All right. Well, I think I will stick that. I still need to decide on these, so I might not stick the other two just yet, but we'll stick this one first. Stick it. Stick it. Remember that ad where they had the lollies and the little girl goes, chop it, daddy, chop it. I often think that when I go to stick things, I'm like, just stick it, daddy, stick it. I know she doesn't say stick it, but in the ad, it's a really old ad. Alrighty, there we go. Doing it. It's done. Done. That one's done. Okay, now we need to decide on the lights. Are we going to have the merry and bright at the top there? Or are we going to have them as tabs on the photos? That's just what we need to decide now. Merry and bright at the top kind of does give us the title, doesn't it? I mean, on this one, we did have the merry and bright over one of the light globes as well. So it's kind of similar to that. If I mounted them up on dimensionals, that would make them pop. Or I put them as tabs over here. I do like a good tab on a photo. Across the globes, Brenton said. He likes across the globes at the top. I do like the tabs too. I like a good tab, but then the top is a bit plain, isn't it? It's a bit empty. I mean, I know you've got the globes stamped across the top, but they're a bit sort of empty on their own, aren't they? Or we've got a little bit of space here now because I think I moved this down a little bit. I wonder if it would fit under here. Merry and bright. Christmas. How about there? How about that? Fill that little bit of white space. Actually, I quite like that there. I think I like that there. I did like it across the globes too, Brenton, but we had this white space here now. Oh, Amber likes that too. Yeah, I think I like that. It just fills that little bit of space, so these sort of aren't, you know, on their own up there. I'll pop some dimensionals underneath them. Let's see how they look. I do like that there actually. I was going with the globe idea, Brenton, until I just came up with that. Oh, Fee likes it on the globes too. We're going to get some contrasting opinions here, I think. It's going to be like, which one is Mandy going to go with? Oh. If I put them on the globes, then I do have this blank space here. I could put bling there, however, because we have the bling to use as well. Whoops. So I could put a bit of bling there. All right, let's see if I put that on dimensionals. Haven't removed the backing yet. Just fill in that little bit of white space there. Merry and bright Christmas. I think I should have had happy and bright rather than merry and bright because they're happy. Don't know. What do you think? So that's up on dimensionals. Don't know if it looks much different to you guys, but to me it kind of does. Is that how I had it before? I don't know. Or we do this. Do. Or we do that up on dimensionals. Oh, it's hard now. I like both. I don't know which way I want it now because I like both of those. Both of those options. I can't have both options, however. What if I did that and then I added some bling? I'll splatter some bling around. That'll help to fill up the white space. Yeah. What do you think? Oh, no worries, Rose. Yes, I'm sorry. I've taken such a long time. I'm very indecisive on this. All right. Well, I think I'm going to stick these photos. We'll keep thinking about that because we've decided against the tabs. It's either going to be there or there. We're not going to do the tabs now. However, I could have slipped in, well, I was going to say I could slip in a date tab, but that doesn't really work because these photos were all taken at different times. You need to be happy with it because it's your page that you are keeping. So whatever you like best. That's good advice, Amber. Very, very true. Very true. Unlike a card where we're giving it away and not keeping it. This is going into our album. She's very wise, that daughter of mine, isn't she? Okay. Stick all of these down. Such a fun layout. Like, I never would have thought that I would enjoy this suite as much as I do. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, Brenton said 100%. Yes. All right, let's put it back over here and have another look. Kind of is more like a, yeah, it's like a title. It's like a title in either spot, really, isn't it? Oh, gosh. I don't know now. I'm so indecisive about it now. Wait. We've got this space up here now, too. Now I'm just adding to the confusion, aren't I? About that. How does that look? Oh, what about that? What about that? And then we can put embellishments around here. You like them on the red. Yeah, I just sort of thought we had that blank piece just there. I actually quite like that. And it kind of goes with the fa la la. Merry and bright Christmas. Fa la la. You know, don't you reckon? I think I like that. Does it stand out enough? On camera it does. And then I've got space here to put a little, I'll just put a little, what do you call it? A little journaling block in here as well, but I won't do that now. I'll do that later. Merry and bright Christmas. 3 options now. Don't like 3 options. Too many options. Journal card. Yes. Good thinking. That's it. Yes, that's it. Journal card. Just thinking, if I'm doing the journal card, should I have the title over this side, however? The journal card will be on this side too. So maybe the title needs to be there too. Oh my goodness. I really don't like being so indecisive. It's frustrating. I'm frustrating myself. Sorry, everybody. I'm probably frustrating you all. Feel free to go if you need to go while I work myself out over here. Oh man, I don't know now. Really liked it over here too. There or there. I just need to make a decision, don't I? And just do it. Just stick it. Just stick it. I'm going to stick it there. I'm going to do it. And we will put bling on the other side. All right, so this needs to be in the middle, I reckon. Does it need to be in the middle, or should it be? Oh, just stick it, Mandy, stop. Oh my goodness, I'm terrible. Okay. It's just too many options. That's what it is. Too many options. Do you do that? Like, do you get overwhelmed with too many options and then think, oh, I don't know what to do now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4. S is the middle. Yeah, do you get like that as well? Like you just feel so overwhelmed with too many options and then just don't do anything because you think, oh, it's too hard. It's too much. There we go. Done. You do, Brenton? Yes. I think you're an overthinker like me, aren't you? I think I've heard you say that before. We'll join the club together, Brenton. Definitely on the red or on the lights, Fee said, than on the white. Yeah, I like it there. I'm happy with that there. Okay, let's add some bling and then we'll be done. Then you walk away for a bit. I often do that too. However, can't do that when I'm filming. But yes, I totally get that. I definitely do that as well. Alrighty, let's add some of this bling. I'm going to scatter this bling. I'm not going to push anything down hard because, you know, I might turn around and go, no. Do we do the pink as well? We've got pink in the paper. We don't have pink in the lights though, but that's okay. Can use that and do a bit of green as well. Just scatter these everywhere. There's this one too. Stick that up there. I know we're just going to go crazy with the bling and see what we get. See what comes of this. Blingy bling bling. Let's see. I'll put this one up here. I put this one. Oh no, that's the same color. Can't put that there. We put some up here too. Make it blingy. Oh, you know what I should have done? Oh, probably too late now. I won't do it now. But we've got the little, yeah, I won't stamp it now because I don't want to wreck my layout. But we've got the little light, what do you call it? Light beams as well. They would have been cute stamped underneath each one of those. But yeah, I'm not gonna try and do that now because I might muck it up. I don't want to muck it up because I think we're onto a good thing where we're at now. So let's not just push it too much. Oh, that looks like the same colour. Is that the same colour? I think it is the same colour. It's the one I picked up before and I said not there because it's the same colour. Nope. We need that. No. I need a red one. That's what we need. We need a red one up here. There. There. No, it's in line with the other one. Can't have them in line. That just would not do. Might stick it up over there. There we go. What do you think? How's it looking? Stick another one there. And maybe an extra one at the top. Like there somewhere. There we go. Done. For now, and then I'll do my journaling block. So what I plan to do is I'll type something up, I think, because I don't love my handwriting, but I might type something up on a little piece of cardstock and just put it in there. But I'm not going to fill that entire space. I'm just going to do like a little piece there of white. So when I photograph it, you'll see it on there, but I don't want to cover all of that beautiful designer series paper. So there we go. So done. Thank you all so much for your help with that and your ideas, because yes, it got a little bit overwhelming there for me, but it's which is really funny because it's such a basic layout, and even so I got a little bit overwhelmed with the placement of everything. But now that you've seen how to do it, if you want to create something like this, you'll do it in a snap because I've done all the hard yards for you. Oh, thank you, Brenton. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Now, if anybody who is watching this, you love these products, this is, as I said, it's the Merry, Bold and Bright Suite. You can find it in my online store. If you go to my blog or to my website, you'll see there's a shop button at both of those. And if you use this host code, this is my October 2023 host code, with orders over $75, I give you a thank you gift. So, and every order receives a thank you card. So feel free to go there, check out my blog and my website. There's lots of other things on there too, lots of creative inspiration. If you would like to stay up to date with everything that's happening with Stampin' Up, feel free to subscribe to my newsletter, and you can do that via my blog. So go to my blog and click on, at the top on the right hand side, there's a button to subscribe to my newsletter. So be sure to do that if you would like to stay up to date with all of the Stampin' Up happenings and my classes and all the things like that. Speaking of classes, remember, where is it? Here it is. Tomorrow is the registration close date for my Merry, Bold and Bright card class. We're going to be creating 6 projects, 3 that are fun folds and 3 standard. Yep, just double checking my notes to make sure I'm telling you the right thing. Oh, you know, you've always got different classes on the go, and sometimes it's hard to remember which one is which. So yes, three projects, 3 which are fun folds, 3 which are your standard cards. We've even got a little gift card pocket. Now this one, this kind of looks black on the front, but it is that same green foil cardstock. It just didn't photograph very well, but it is that gold foil. Yeah, so it's actually the granny apple green foil cardstock. So, or foil sheets. So yeah, so be sure to check that one out if you are interested in that class. But there we go. So there is a scrapbooking layout. There's the card that I made last week. So you can see the 2 of them there side by side using the same products and same colors actually. And yeah, the only thing I didn't do was add a bow because I didn't want it to be bulky. So we've just got the ribbon strip there. But I really like the green topper better than I like the grey granite actually. So yeah, it's more, I think it's more sort of traditional. But anyway, there you go everybody. So I'm going to quickly tip the camera up so I can say goodbye to you, and then we'll be all done. So bear with me. Here we go. Cover up the camera. Tip it up. Oh, you did green toppers too, Brenton. Yeah, I think they looked really good. I much preferred them to the grey actually. I thought they came up quite well in the shaded spruce. Sorry, I'll just adjust my lights. One of these days I'm going to treat myself to some proper professional studio lighting. One day. So there you go. Well, thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you again for your tips and your ideas. And that was a lot of fun. It just took a little while, but scrapbooking layouts usually do. And of course, you know, when you're indecisive like me, take a little bit longer. But I hope that you may have got a little bit of creative inspiration from that project in some way or the other. And yeah, if you create something with this suite, I would love to see it. So feel free to either email me at mandyspapercraftcreations@gmail.com, or you can send me a message in Messenger. You'll find the message button at the top of my business page. So feel free to send me a message and share with me. I'd love to see what you create. All right, well, have a great week. Oh, Fee just said, Fee just finished her card too. Oh, she said her rain boots on her card match my earrings. Oh, there you go. I was talking about my special earrings at the beginning of my Facebook Live. Fee, you might need to go back and see what I said. Fee actually made these for me. Yeah, I love them. These are my favorite ones. These ones are my white round ones. They're my two favorite pairs. So I wear those two quite a bit. All right. Well, thank you all so much. Oh, thank you for all your lovely comments. I'm glad that you liked it. And have a great week, everyone. I hope you get some crafting in somewhere through the week. And I look forward to seeing you all again next Monday at 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. And hopefully I'll have a quicker project for you next week. All right. Take care, everyone. And happy crafting. Bye.